Someone your age, a brand new Porsche, your bank account, $10 flat. It doesn't just hurt, it's actually vile. It makes you physically sick. You walk into school, completely invisible. The elite girls don't just walk down the hallway, they own it. Dripped out in Prada and Cartier, based on real events. Wearing outfits worth your entire college fund. And you're zipping up your cheap jacket, praying nobody spots the fake logo. Sweating when someone looks at your outfit a little too long. Yeah, you know that exact panic. It's humiliating. You sit in the back of the class. The girl in front of you is casually dropping 10 grand on a designer bracelet on her phone. She's literally yawning while doing it. Why her? Why not you? She didn't earn a single cent. She just won the genetic lottery. You go home to your painfully average room, collapse on your bed. Open Insta, the ultimate self-sabotage. You scroll. Some mega influencer is doing a closet tour. Racks of Chanel, drawers stuffed with Rolexes, millions of dollars, just sitting there gathering dust. But then, the jealousy stops, it turns cold. You spot a tiny detail, a location tag, a quick caption, Paris for 2 weeks. By LA. Wait, if she's in Paris, her massive Hollywood Hills mansion is dead empty, and she just broadcasted it to millions of people. Your heart races. Rich people aren't untouchable. They're careless. They post their whole lives online, where they eat, where they sleep, when their multi-million-dollar homes are left completely unguarded. A dark smile creeps onto your face. You're done being the broke background character. They didn't invite you to the VIP life, so you're just gonna take it. You don't just scroll anymore, you study. Every post is a puzzle. Every IG story is a literal blueprint. You make a burner account, no profile pic, 0 followers, a total ghost. You lock onto your target, that mega influencer, the one who just flexed her Paris trip. She posts a mirror selfie, airport vibes, cute. You zoom in, the departure board, flight leaves at 8 p.m. She's gone for exactly 14 days. Perfect. Now, the house. Where does she actually live? You deep dive into her feed, months of posts. You find a TikTok dance she filmed in her driveway last summer. You pause the video, you squint, zoom in, found it. A massive 3-story glass mansion hidden deep in the Hollywood Hills. But how do you actually get inside? High walls, security gates. You pull up her old YouTube videos. You click on her empty house tour. You hit pause. The sliding glass door leading to the pool. The latch is busted. It doesn't close all the way. She even joked about it in the video. Oops, gotta call the maintenance guy. Spoiler alert, she never did. Rich people are so obsessed with flexing for the camera, they literally broadcast their own security flaws. For free. It's midnight. Your room is pitch black. The only light is the cold glow of your laptop screen. You have a floor plan sketched out in your notebook. Your heart is hammering against your ribs. You walk over to your closet. You pull out a plain black hoodie. You're actually crossing the line. Tonight, you level up. 2 a.m. The Hollywood Hills. Dead silent. Just the sound of your cheap sneakers crunching on the gravel. Your heart is beating so fast you can literally taste pennies in your mouth. Your hands are shaking. You hop the low security gate, a total joke. You creep around to the back. The infinity pool is glowing electric blue in the dark. And there it is. The sliding glass patio door, the exact one from the vlog. You hold your breath. You press your palms flat against the cold glass. You push. Slide. It opens. No alarm. No flashing lights. Nothing. Rich people really are that oblivious. You step inside. The whole house smells like expensive vanilla and pure, untouchable wealth. You turn on your phone flashlight. The beam sweeps across white marble floors, custom velvet couches, modern art. You shouldn't be here. One wrong move, and your entire life is over. Prison. Game over. But the adrenaline? It's intoxicating. It's better than anything you've ever felt. You skip the giant flat screens. You ignore the MacBooks on the table. You're not some petty street thief. You want the real treasure. You ghost up the floating glass staircase. Master bedroom. You push open the massive double doors to the walk-in closet. You freeze. Holy crap. It's not a closet. It's a literal high-end boutique. Rows of limited edition bags. Hundreds of designer heels. Racks of silk. And it's bigger than your entire apartment. Your hands are trembling as you reach out. You grab a sparkling diamond choker. You clip it on. It's heavy, cold, perfect. You slide on a pair of iconic oversized sunglasses. You grab a leather bag that costs more than your parents' house. The invisible, broke kid from the back of the classroom? Gone. Dead. You look untouchable. You look rich. You aren't just stealing stuff. You're stealing her life, and you are absolutely coming back for more. Monday morning, 8 a.m. Normally, the absolute worst part of your pathetic week, but not today. Today, you are the main character. You step out of your mom's beat-up car. You don't just walk toward the entrance. You strut. You push the double doors open. Click, click, click. That's the sound of $3,000 designer boots hitting the cheap school floor. You're wearing the stolen leather jacket, the oversized celebrity shades, that diamond choker catching the horrible fluorescent lights. The crowded hallway actually goes dead silent. You know that feeling when a superstar walks into a room? That sudden heavy shift in energy? Yeah, that's happening. Right now. To you. People literally stop walking. The whispers start instantly. Is that real Prada? Did she get rich overnight? Who even is she? You glide past the lockers. You make direct eye contact with the elite squad. The girl who was flexing her diamond bracelet yesterday? She's staring at you like you just slapped her in the face. She looks at your limited edition bag. Then she looks at her own. You just keep walking. Ice cold. A random guy from math class stares so hard he drops his phone. Someone in the front row finally whispers, "Wait, where did you get that?" "Oh, this?" You smirk. "Just a little gift. A complete lie. A smooth, flawless lie. And they eat it right up. One taste of the VIP life, it's never enough. You're already craving the next hit. One time? Please. That was just the tutorial. Now, it's an absolute addiction. Every Friday night is a new target. A famous actor filming in London. A pop star on tour. You track their flights like a literal psycho, and you aren't going alone anymore. You bring your new squad. The same elite girls who used to treat you like dirt, now they follow you around like lost puppies. Picture this. Midnight. A massive Hollywood mansion. You are sprawled out on an A-lister's custom velvet couch. Sneakers on the furniture. Wearing her unreleased designer jacket. Chugging her imported $50 bottled water. Your friends are in the master bedroom, raiding the jewelry boxes, laughing loudly, tossing diamond rings to each other like cheap plastic toys. You know that feeling when you sneak into a VIP section and nobody kicks you out? Multiply that by 1,000,000. You feel untouchable. You are a god in a city of fools. But here's the toxic truth about feeling invincible. It makes you reckless. It makes you stupid. You start treating these multi-million-dollar mansions like your own personal playground. You stop being careful. You stop wearing gloves. You start leaving empty bottles behind. And your ego, it's about to destroy absolutely everything. You have the money, you have the clothes. But honestly, what's the point if you can't show it off? That's the absolute curse of our generation. Clout is a literal drug. You're at an exclusive underground VIP party. The bass is shaking the floor. You're wearing a one-of-one vintage designer dress, snatched directly from a pop star's closet 3 days ago. It's a literal museum piece, and you are wearing it to a sweaty rave. You pull out your phone, you tell yourself, just one quick fit check. For the aesthetic, you snap a mirror selfie in the VIP bathroom. The camera flash bounces perfectly off that stolen diamond choker. You open Insta. Common sense is screaming at you to stop. You literally committed a felony for this outfit, but your ego? It's screaming way louder. You desperately need them to see you. You tap close friends. Just the inner circle. It's totally safe, right? Wrong. You drop the story. Oop! Might delete later. You slip your phone back into your stolen Prada bag, feeling like an absolute queen. But here's the brutal truth about the internet. There are no secrets. Someone in that close friend circle? They aren't your real friend. They are dangerously jealous. They stare at your story. They recognize the dress instantly. The pop star literally wore it on a Vogue cover last month. Screenshot. Did you hear that? That tiny little click? That is the sound of your entire life ending. Your digital footprint just became a signed, time-stamped confession. Your stolen phone buzzes, once, twice, 50 times. You're sitting in your boring room again, but this time, it feels like a cage. You open TikTok. Your entire For You page is identical. Everyone is talking about the same thing. Massive Hollywood burglary ring exposed. Your heart literally drops into your stomach. You stop breathing. The LAPD has released shocking security footage. Wait, footage? What footage? You were careful, weren't you? The video plays on screen, night vision, green and grainy. It's the actor's mansion from 3 weeks ago. The infinity pool, the sliding glass door, and there you are. Clear as absolute day. You're staring right up at a hidden camera you completely missed. You're laughing, holding up a $50,000 Rolex like a cheap trophy. Your friends are in the background, dancing with stolen handbags. A literal clown show caught in 4K. The comments are a nightmare. Wait, is that the girl who posted the vintage dress on Insta? Bro, I know her. She goes to my school. It's everywhere. Millions of views. You try to delete your accounts. Your hands are shaking so badly you keep dropping your phone. But the internet is forever. And now, the cops aren't just looking for a ghost. They have your face. Tuesday morning, 10 a.m., AP Math. You are sweating right through your stolen designer hoodie. You're staring at the whiteboard, trying to act completely normal. But your phone is violently vibrating in your pocket. Your stomach is in absolute knots. You glance out the classroom window. Red and blue lights, flashing silently against the glass. 3 squad cars pull right up to the main entrance. Your heart flatlines. You literally forget how to breathe. The heavy classroom door suddenly swings open. It's the principal and 2 massive police officers. The entire room goes dead silent. The teacher actually drops his marker on the floor. "We need her," the officer says, his voice booming. Every single head in the room snaps directly toward you. You are frozen to your seat. "Stand up. Keep your hands where we can see them." You slowly stand up. The chair scrapes loudly against the tile. They walk right down the aisle. They grab your wrists. The cold, heavy metal of the handcuffs clicks into place, right in front of everyone. "Remember the elite squad? The girls who worshipped your outfits yesterday?" They instantly pull out their phones. They aren't helping you. They are recording you. Some of them are literally smiling. You are getting perp walked out of math class. The same hallway you owned 24 hours ago, you are now being dragged through it like a complete criminal. Every student is staring, whispering, pointing. Your limited edition drip isn't a flex anymore. It's literal, physical evidence. The game is officially over. 6 months later, the Los Angeles County Courthouse. You aren't wearing stolen Prada today. You're wearing a cheap, scratchy, bright orange jumpsuit. Handcuffs heavy on your wrists. The glass doors open. The California sun hits your face. And then, total, absolute chaos. Flash, flash, flash. Dozens of paparazzi, microphones violently shoved in your face. But wait, look at the crowd pushing against the police barricades. It's not just angry adults or reporters, it's teenagers, kids from your school, complete strangers. They are literally screaming your name. A girl in the front row is crying, wearing a cheap knockoff of the exact sunglasses you stole on night 1. She's holding up a neon sign. "Free the Hollywood Queen." You are going to prison. Your permanent record is completely destroyed. Your life as a normal person is officially over. But as the officer shoves you toward the armored transport van, you hesitate. You turn back to the screaming crowd. You grab a Sharpie from a shaking fan. You casually sign your autograph on a magazine cover. A magazine that features your literal mugshot. You lost your freedom. You lost your future. But as the heavy metal doors of the van slam shut, you look out the barred window and you smirk. Because in this twisted, cloud-obsessed generation, you aren't just a convicted felon, you are an absolute icon. If this story actually kept you hooked until the very last second, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next one.